no tears falling from my eyes. Let the river take me away to my demise. There's no coming back, no compromise. There's nothing left here for me, nothing to set my soul free. No more faith, no more brighter days. See, I've come to my senses. Oh, oh. See, I've come to my senses. Oh, oh. See, I've come to my senses.
Ladies and gentlemen, pew, 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 pew. We are back and we are live with the man that just played that song. He is amazing. He is awesome. And that was the crowd applause for Mr. Damon Anthony. Give it up, y'all. Pew, 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 pew. Yes.
Listen.
Wow. Just wow.
That was a first. That was a first, man. Yeah, that was a first for me. I appreciate that. That's some love.
Man, that was it's the kind of man, that song takes you on a journey, right? Amy Hall in the chat says that was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Applause, applause, applause. Pew, 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 as we say. That's our saying here on this show is pew, 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 pew. And the whole joke is we couldn't afford a reggae air horn when we first started, right? So we would say it, and now it just kind of stuck, and everybody's on the pew, 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 pews here. So
listen, I can't wait. Listen, I'm going to have my turn. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, absolutely. So, man, okay. I'm so excited, I almost don't know where to begin. Let's make it easy on a fan and start out with what we just heard. Amazing.
Yes.
It's the kind of song that takes you on a journey. At first, it's interesting, and then it is heartbreaking, and then it's encouraging, and then it gives you that Spanish flow to it musically, and it gives you a little bit of almost pick you up rhythm after it's taken you down. You feel this man, and you feel that lament, for lack of a better term, right? And then you bring us back to this almost like, but we're gonna be okay. You know what I mean? Thing. And it's just a few songs take you on a journey, especially nowadays. I'm not crazy with a lot of music nowadays. I'm an old school music guy, right? But you know, to hear artists like you inspire me. So if you could share with us a little bit about that song, the motivation behind it. And clearly there's some movie stuff going on there too, I think. And I'd love to hear a little bit more about that. So tell us about that.
Oh my gosh. So Come to My Senses is it is one of my favorite songs right now because I think for me it represents just a return to music, honestly, personally. Like on a personal level, music has been just at the center of my heart as an adult, really, and through college and connecting with my college roommate who has been one of my best friends for 20 years now, since we graduated way back when, and coming back to music and experiences like Come to My Senses and like Greenwood Roads and what it has looked like for just the past 2 years for me, it's just been beautiful. And so I am I am so grateful that what you felt in that experience speaks to that, because it really does. So in short, that song I wrote and was inspired by a movie project that I've been blessed to be able to work on here over the past, gosh, it hasn't even been 6 months. But the movie is with Notice Studios. That's Notis Studios. They're based here in Oklahoma City. It is actually the first Black-owned movie studio on Soundstage, and it's the largest in the region. And they've been working on a project called Neurosis, which, as I said, inspired the song. And working behind the scenes.
Are you there? Hello. Are you there, brother?
I am.
There you are. Sorry.
I am. Can you hear
Something went
me?
out on the mic. Welcome to the podcast world. I'm so sorry. Yes, yes. You said about the movie Neurosis. I'm so interested
Yeah.
in this. So we have the largest Black-owned movie studio right here in Oklahoma?
Yeah. Yeah. Notice Studios. Watching them create this and go from being two guys sitting in church who thought, you want to make a movie? Yeah. And them really being able to break ground.
Heck yeah.
What are we missing here?
What's going on? Yeah, no, you keep muting out on me, and I'm not sure why. I'm trying to fix that. So while you're talking, I'm trying to, it's all real time, and that's okay. Like any beautiful project, there's a little hitch in the giddy up from time to time, and that's all right. We're gonna do that one more
That's how
time.
it goes sometimes.
It's okay. We're gonna get you to talk, and we'll figure it out. Protocol in the building with the pew 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 pew. See, that's our thing. It's kind of our thing here.
I love it.
But yeah, man. So the largest Black-owned film studio is right here in Oklahoma, and you're producing, writing music, doing a little acting as well for this movie coming out. And let's. So tell me about the movie. What's the plot? What kind of movie is it? That kind of thing.
Yeah. So the movie centers around a guy. His name is Tyrell Williams, and he's the CFO of the largest financial company in Oklahoma. And honestly, it starts out with him in his office, and he finds himself in a scenario where his wife gets kidnapped, and now he is, basically being terrorized and guided by this mysterious caller who takes him through an adventure that involves some espionage, like I said, some kidnapping, just a really eventful psychological thriller that takes you on a ride, man. And so it's been a beautiful film to watch it come to life from being on the paper to showing up on the screen and on the big screen this Friday.
Heck yeah. Okay, so where can people go see it in the local community?
So it'll be premiering. This is the actual premiere. It's a black carpet event where we want you to get dressed up and come and hang out with us at Felix Brewhouse. This is on Friday, and you can get tickets at noticestudios.com/neurosis movie. So we'll share it in the comments after the chat.
Yeah, I'll hit it right now.
noticestudios.com/neurosis movie.
/neurosis movie. What we're gonna do though, because what we like to do here is believe in love. Man, let's go. All right, there we go. Nope. It autocorrected to Notice Studios.
Right, it'll do that. Yeah, NOTIS.
Yes. Like, yeah, NOTIS. Studios. And we'll do that. So how long have you been a musician?
I've been avoiding that term for quite a while because, listen, I'm not a trained singer or a trained guitarist, but I've dabbled in it for a little while. And if you play the guitar, you learn 3 or 4 chords and you got a good 50 songs under your belt. And so I've just enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the fun and the beauty and the passion of just singing and playing. And for me, it's come and go. There have been moments where I've enjoyed, working with the band, and then for years it was gone. And finding it and picking it back up again these past couple of years has been an amazing journey. So shout out to DeCoven Riggins. That's as I said, my best friend for 20 years. He's also one of the co-founders for Noda Studios, and he is the reason that my voice has ever been heard anywhere, because as roommates, he's the one who busted in my room and was like, "What are you doing? Come sing now." Like,
You're sitting there on all this talent, and the world
yeah,
needs it. I love that. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. As you can see behind me, behind me this way. I love my
Yes.
guitars. That's my you know, a lot of nowadays guys game. You know, they're gamers.
Mhm.
They get their
Yeah.
gaming stuff on. By the way, Protocol is like, this sounds hot, and you're right, Protocol. This man is fire.
Thank
So
you.
and a lot of guys hunt or fish or whatever they do,
Mhm.
right? I decided, okay, and the wife is cool with guitars. You know what I mean? That's my
Yes.
thing, right? That's
That's it.
my jam. So I love it. And when I see a guy like you who is able to express yourself and to be like, yeah, I kind of mess around with it, and it's like, dude, you're so good. You know what I mean? Like, it's not fair. So,
Thank you. Thank you.
I got years under my belt, and I'll be like, oh, I got to jam with him. That is stepping it up. That's gonna be hard. He's good. So, but seriously, come jam. We'll do a live in studio here thing sometime. I got all the guitars you need. And if you want to bring your own, of course, I got 3 amps, I got process, I got all of it, right? And we can come jam.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So,
I'm down. This is the beauty of it, right? Because connections
yes.
are made around just the feeling and being in the moment. And so I'm so down. I love the reality of the people who I've been able to enjoy and get to learn with and perform with and show up with just over the past year has been phenomenal. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Um, and speaking of people we connect with, I got to do this real fast. I got to send a shout
Mhm.
out to my man Ray Chan, Rashad
Yeah.
Chandler, Johnny Buttermaker, the one who makes it happen, the smoothest of the smooth, the
Yeah.
coolest of the cool. LU all day, every day. LU, 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 LU. You know what I mean?
Yes,
That is
sir.
I made it. It's very important. That man is very important in my life for many reasons. But
Yeah.
when I finally got around to doing a podcast, he had to be my first guest. And then and because I started last year, and then this year he had to be my first guest of the year. And I want that tradition to keep going, man. He's got to
It's
be my first
beautiful.
guest of every year. He's just a great human being, as are you. But it's so important that we connect great human beings in our communities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's not to get too deep into it, I do work a lot with the hoteps, right? And so if you kind of
Yeah.
understand, don't let, not the pejorative, don't, you know what I mean? The
Yes.
legit hoteps, right? Real hotep brothers. So shout out to the Grifties and Hotep Jesus, good friends and Protocol. We'll be there in New Jersey in March, putting it together, I'm producing, Protocol's DJ. And so, we're blessed there. But, a frustrating thing is there is this message that is consistently sent out that black men are not good people. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? In the news,
Mhm.
you scroll through your Twitter and it's black people are bad. And you have great black men that need to be appreciated for the work they put in. You know what I mean? And I think media, and there's a setup to keep all of us apart and all of us from appreciating, to the point
Mhm.
of, I didn't even know you had a movie till we were on Ray Chan's timeline. And he was like, we need to get together and do more stuff as community. And then you're
Mhm.
like, man, the largest black movie studio is right here in OKC. And I was like, what? And then I looked up your
Yeah.
stuff, and then the music, and then the teaching, and then the movies. It's all so amazing. And man, you dropped it like it was hot, and you blew my mind. You were like, it's the illusion of connection.
Mm.
And you were
Yeah.
like, we think we stay connected, but they make us not connected. And could you talk a little more about that?
Absolutely. First, thank you. Yeah. One of the things that we talk about as men is how important to us and how valuable it is to our experience as men generally is appreciation, right? And acknowledgement, words of affirmation. And when we say that, it easily comes off as, we just want to be worshipped, or we want to be put above all and everything else, and it's not that. And so I want to say thank you for the acknowledgement, for speaking to a real part of the experience of, one, being a man, whose intentions are pure and good in a world where we want to make a difference, but also as a Black man. And that is really part of my mission. As part of the mission that I feel I'm placed here on earth for. This is why the gifts that God has given me are to serve other people and bring light in that way and in that fashion, through love. And so when I share things like that, it is genuinely because I was brought to that space to connect. And watching what's happening here in Oklahoma City. I've been back here in Oklahoma City for 2 years. This is home for me. I left in 2013 with a new bride, and just out on the adventure of moving around the country and just trying to figure it all out. And coming back here, it's been 2 years now. Coming back here, divorced, with a child who I don't get to share hugs with on a daily basis anymore, with, after COVID, after life says, yeah, your idea, your thought of what it's supposed to be, we can flush that. This coming back and seeing what Oklahoma is doing, what's happening here, what's surfacing here, it has been beautiful. Beautiful. And a part of that is that there are people here. There are men here and women here. And there are non-binary people here. There are people who identify otherwise, but there is such a spirit of growth and renaissance and support and connection that's happening here. So seeing you talk like that, this is why. And that's why posts like that happen.
And just and most people who listen already know this, man, but I grew up in a 1-bedroom apartment with just my mother in Midwest City, Oklahoma. And there seems to be a real movement here of Black men not involved in their communities and their children's lives. And I have personally and legitimately witnessed the exact opposite. Okay. If it weren't for, I want to shout out to Gabe Ellingson, the racing realtor. Pew, 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 pew. He's in the house and in the chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. He says Oklahoma has huge growth. Racing realtor Gabe is heavily involved in supporting things in our community, from, baseball teams to, people sponsoring race cars, you name it. He's a great dude. I'm actually a producer for his new podcast coming up. It's a great honor, and we're just excited. We're going to be releasing some stuff Thursday of this week. So first episode there. Everybody watching, stay tuned. The Racing Realtor with Gabe Ellingson. We're excited about that. Sorry, I had to pause and, have to grift.
Listen, but you got to shout out. You got to shout out your folks, man.
The grift is real. But anyway, absolutely. Anyway, man, I found the opposite. If it weren't for good men in my community that were basketball coaches, that were at the YMCA volunteering their time, that were, willing to sit there and show me a guitar chord, it was those good men. And a lot of it is geographic, so I'm not trying to be that white dude. But these were good Black men, a lot of them. Most of them. You know what I mean? The dudes I grew up with, where they kept me out of trouble and they kept me in a music studio, or, kept me, playing the soccer, playing the basketball. I was a chubby white kid. Nobody wanted me on their basketball team, but they let me. You know what I mean? They gave me leadership and guidance in 3rd and 4th and 5th grade that as a grown man, I value, and I had no idea how important the lessons they taught me then mean so much. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, Rashad Ray Chandler has entered the chat. He gets the extra pew-pews. Ray Chan, what am I wearing right now? What am I wearing? Gorillas in the building. Wow. I'm a gorilla in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gorillas, that's a clothing company he's putting out there. You know what I'm saying? LU to the world. Sorry, I had to show him love. I love that, man. Nice shirt. Thank you for making it happen. Funny story about this shirt real fast, man. Damon Detroit show was in town. I was helping promote that show. And, man, I needed a fresh shirt, man. I have been jungle approved. Ladies and gentlemen, I am officially jungle approved. What you want now? Say something. Oh, you can't say nothing to me now. Wait till I get my T-shirt right. Nah, 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 nah. Anyway, I'll calm down. What's good, Jason? What's good, brother? Thank you for dropping by. Jason in the building. Pew pew pew
Yeah,
pew. Man, we got some lovely people dropping in the chat here. Yeah, we get the chats, man. We'd like to include them because the most important thing is they get to know you. And I talk too much for that, and I apologize. However, I just want to thank you for the contributions you make to your community. And speaking of
yeah,
that, we're gonna go ahead right now, and we are going to where to go? I thought I had it pulled up. Let's see here. Give us a second. What we're gonna do now is we are going to watch the trailer for Neurosis, the movie that my
yeah,
man has had
yeah.
a key part in playing. Give me 1 second here. Because I am a
Listen,
producer of producers, so it takes me an hour.
while you're
I'm kidding.
while you're looking for it, I'm gonna tell you if you enjoy psychological thrillers, movies that'll take you on a ride, this one is for you, for sure.
Excellent. Heck yeah. And with that, it is. See, it keeps flipping on me. And with that, here's the trailer for Neurosis. I'm gonna run it back.
Tyrell Williams, Chief Financial Officer of Guardian Financial Services, Inc. How may I help you?
Tyrell.
Akeisha? Are you there?
She cannot hear you.
Who is this?
I am going to give you a list of tasks.
Look, Nikki, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, okay? I'm coming back.
It will be
We're gonna find that YouTube link because the website wants to do a lot of fun stuff with this. So let me find that YouTube link there so they can actually watch the full trailer. You know what I mean? So yeah. So let me do that real fast. And while I'm doing that, let me ask you. You have a men's health or a men's coaching thing coming up. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I talk about connections a lot because that is the foundation of us having community, right? Where we get to grow and learn together. So I am really excited about the Modern Manhood Foundation. It's a nonprofit organization that was founded by myself and Dr. Donnell Cole. And, he's an Oklahoma native, and us being connected it was divine. And from the first 5 minutes we were on the phone together, we knew that we had something to do. We had a mission that needed to happen together. So he and I founded the nonprofit organization, Modern Manhood Foundation. And our mission is to empower men with skills and tools to grow and build better communities. And our premier experience, our premier program and event is called the Live Masterclass Experience. So in short, this is a 2-hour experience where every man who comes and hangs out with us becomes a better version of himself, guaranteed. He will walk away a better version of himself because he knows himself. He knows how he shows up. He knows where his goals are, where his mission is, where his passion is. And beyond that, he's connected immediately to a community that sees him and wants to see him thrive. So this experience, this is not a kumbaya circle. This is not a therapy session. No, this is an opportunity for us to come in and enjoy and laugh and really walk away with literally a playbook that says, this is my playbook for being the better version of myself right now. And I wrote it.
And you run it.
No,
Okay,
as in each man walks away with it himself. He wrote this.
Yes, absolutely.
This is his playbook. That's based on who he is and who he is growing to be. And so when we talk about this experience, it's been phenomenal sharing masterclass experiences for the past 2 years with Donnell. And you can check out our website at manhoodmasterclass.com, where you can see some videos of what that experience looks like. You can see our other programs because we've been working on so many different opportunities to grow as a community, as men, as fathers, as brothers. And it's been phenomenal, man. This masterclass is gonna be dope.
Heck yeah. And who's the gentleman with you is tell us a little bit more about him.
Yeah. So a big shout out to another one of my best friends, and this is Dr. Donnell Cole. He is man, his story is phenomenal. When you talk about, coming from places that tell you don't belong in success. You don't belong in a world where happiness and health thrives. And then to achieve the things he's achieved has been just dope. I've watched this man, finish his PhD this last year in metaphysical counseling. I watched him, watching him raise 4 daughters, and I'm watching him, support his beautiful wife through life in a way that we don't often get to see that experience unless you're the kids, or unless you're tapped in. But he does this proudly and loudly, and the work that we put into what modern manhood looks like, and in our community, and his books, and his speaking engagements, all of it, man. He's dope. He's dope.
Heck yeah. That and that right there is the thing, is inspiring other men too. You know what I mean? That's powerful. So, and without further ado, as promised, and we're excited, here is the trailer from Notice Studios, Neurosis, the official.
Tyrell Williams, Chief Financial Officer of Guardian Financial Services, Inc. How may I help you?
Tyrell?
Akeisha? Are you there?
She cannot hear you.
Who is this?
I am going to give you a list of tasks.
Look, Nikki, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, okay? I'm coming
You
back.
will be allotted 12 hours to complete said tasks.
He said he'll kill me if you leave the office.
This is impossible. There's no way I can do all of this by 5 o'clock.
Answer your cell phone. What would you have me tell her?
Tell her I'm cooperating. If I get my hands on you, I'm gonna break every bone in your body.
Save your threats for someone who fears you.
Hey, you need to relax.
No, look, I can't relax, Tay. I got too much to do. Do you have any idea how many security systems I have to hack?
What is going on?
Codes I have to break and then rewrite to get into.
Why can't I go home?
What the hell with that? I'm not doing this.
What are you afraid of?
August came.
If the feds look deep enough, they gonna connect Edward Ambrose to our CEO, August Kane. And you know what that means.
You know that. I know that. I am merely a voice.
Just a voice on the phone. Really?
The actions are yours.
All this is on you.
I'm here if you need me.
And stop acting like we're friends, because we're not.
Tick tock, Tyrell.
Just give me a few more seconds.
10 seconds, Tyrell.
Are you watching me?
9,
Keep it together, focus.
8,
What? You working with them?
7,
Stop using Nikisha like leverage.
6,
No!
5,
Nikisha!
4,
What did you do?
3,
I'll kill you!
2.
It's no, by the end of the day, you'll have what you want. And I will too.
That's how your day.
Very good.
Yo.
Wow, that's a good trailer, man. That is a trailer and a half. I love it, bro.
This movie is so phenomenal. I'm not just saying that because I'm in it. I'm saying it because these guys have a history of doing phenomenal work. And it's watching it from, like I said, from jump, just seeing it on the page, because they called me in to play a small role. And I'm like, yeah, I'd love to get active and to write some music for the film. And showing up and seeing how it comes to life has been just one of the most, it's been one of the most inspiring things for me. So much so that, I was excited to get involved in the health and wellness aspect of it, because this, their mission is to impact the community, not just on the big screen, not just on their streaming platform, but where the people are. And so when you take a movie like Neurosis, that's about stress, that's about, a roller coaster ride of love and friendship and espionage and villains, you also have the opportunity to talk to the community. And so a part of this, which I hope everyone has seen, is the Focus on Neurosis campaign. And that's a campaign where We interviewed the cast and crew. We interviewed the writer. We interviewed therapists who consulted on the film and talked about, how do we bridge that gap between stress and mental health and wellness on screen to what's happening in our own living rooms, in our own families, in our own relationships. And it's turned into a beautiful campaign where we'll be having this conversation about this movie for a long time to come.
And to me, that's the best kind of art, the art that leads to more art. Or better art, even, and definitely community connection. Got to hit the chat. People are stoked. Gabe Ellingson says that's sick after the trailer. Amy is like, whoa, you know what I mean? People are, that's the reaction you want to a trailer like that, and they are pumped up. My man Jason Lynn says, if Mike had that flow from HJ, Hotep Jesus, he would have had that task completed, LOL. Definitely got to check it out. To joke about a commercial, but yeah, man, that movie is fire. And then once again, locally, there's The Draft House, correct? It's the name of it?
Say again?
Where they can see the movie locally?
Oh, so the actual premiere of the movie is going to be this Friday, February 2nd.
Friday night.
It's going to be at 6:30. Friday night at 6:30. It's going to be at Flicks Brew House. It's I don't know if you guys haven't been to Flicks. Like, everybody gets a captain's chair. You get to recline. They bring you food and drinks from the bar right there to your seat while you're watching the movie. It's a dope experience, and so we're excited to rent out the movie theater there, and so you can actually get tickets for $15 on the website, noticstudios.com/neurosis movie, and come and celebrate with us. We're excited about this. This is going to be a fun time. Plus, how many movies have you been able to go to that are that dope? And then when the lights come on, you get to talk to the cast and the crew and ask questions and really connect with how it all came to be. You don't get to do that very often. And so that's what this experience looks like on Friday.
That is huge. That is huge. And that's exciting, man. My man Gabe wants to know what time. 6:30 p.m.? 6:30 p.m. Good call. Let me put that in the Chizat right there. 6:30 p.m. Boom.
Get cleaned up, right? Come dressed to impress. Hit the red carpet with us. We're going to have paparazzi out there. Get your tickets. And come and join us. Amy, so you don't need a date. Listen, you come to the red carpet and stunt.
Yeah, just show it off, Amy. You know what I mean?
Listen, you might need a date.
Gabe says, I got some shoes. One cool thing about my man Gabe here, he has the largest collection of 3-stripe Adidas on the planet. He would put Run DMC's collection to shame. I'm not even kidding. My man, I posted a little picture a while back, and he's got the freshest ones. Like, he's got all greens, all pinks. You know what I mean? It's amazing. You know what I mean? So she said, okay, I'll dress up. I love it. So, yeah, man, our cast is like kind of hanging out with a bunch of people, man. So, yeah.
We love it. Listen, that's what it's about, right? It's about connecting. And then after the movie, and we do the Q&A, we're actually going to have an after party at Spiked Coffee, which is on Northeast 23rd. We're going to go hang out. When they say Spiked Coffee, they mean it. So come and have a drink with us. Okay, I'm gonna claim it. I'm going to already have my guitar. We'll do some live music. I've got some friends who've got some dope voices, and they'll be sharing some of their music. And again, shout out to the cast and the crew. If you guys don't know who Courtney McLean is, then you've been under a rock. He is Oklahoma royalty when it comes to the arts. He is a spoken word artist. He is a poet. He is an actor who actually played the lead role. So that was his face that you saw in the movie film. He'll be there, of course, at the movie to be able to connect with Mariah Dene, who plays Nikisha. She is phenomenal. Not only is she a great actress, but she's gorgeous. She's a model. She is a singer-songwriter who has a project coming out, and the three of us actually did a song together for the movie, which you'll get to hear and connect with. So shout out to Ron Bernstein. Shout out to Dakota Riggins and Marcus Brown. Of course, my guy, Dr. Donnell Cole, who has been behind the scenes with me this whole time. And we're just excited to share the real talent that is here in Oklahoma.
Heck yeah, man. and bring people together. I do have the link up right now, so everybody can go right there to that link and get your tickets. And then in addition to that, my man Jason says, only in OKC, there's a Flicks here in Austin where I'm located.
So right now, the premiere is in Oklahoma City right now with us. But Notice Studios has a streaming platform. They
Yes.
literally have their own version of Netflix and Hulu for you to see all of their work. So I can't say when exactly, but you'll be able to see this movie really soon.
Netflix if you're fancy, Tubi if you're not.
Listen, man, art is everywhere.
No, hey man, I'm working on some Roku stuff right now.
Yeah.
And it's, and actually what's funny is the post that Ray Chan dropped that, connected us again, reconnected us was just the simple idea that, we should be getting together because I think he even said with Freevee or Tubi or whatever it is, right? So,
Yeah.
and I absolutely agree. And in fact, I think, man, and I would love your opinion on this. I think that the entertainment industry is moving more towards it's going back towards micro industry in a way. And what I mean by that is, right, if you're a stand-up comedian, you don't need to get on the Late Show or get you a sitcom, right? You need to do a good podcast, work your region, and if you get 5 or 10,000, people that like what you do, you're good. You can make a living. And I was just talking to, I was in a writer's meeting earlier, and I was talking to a writer, but he's in Idaho, right? And we were talking about a comedian in Dallas, and I was like, you can work. You don't ever have to leave the state of Texas, and you can, make a good living just doing comedy, music. Acting, I think, is a little different. Acting, you got to find those places. You know what I mean? My man says, Jason says, okay, that's a bet. He's going to watch it. And you know what? We'll bring it to Austin if we need to. We ain't scared. You know what I mean? All a no is a yes later. You know what I mean? So
That's it.
That's all it is. So opportunity. So, but yeah, and even like with what Notice is doing with the movie, right? We want 1 million people to watch it, and they will. However, at first we get to 10,000. Hey, man, you know what I mean? That's beautiful, and that's where it starts, and that allows us to keep making good projects because Lord knows we ain't in it for the money.
Listen, and let me tell you, Notice Studio, their work has been seen in over 18 countries. So when I tell you that you will be able to see this movie, you will. I mean that. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And we're in. Anything I can do on my end, our New York people, our LA people, my Hawaii folk, we'll get it out there. You know what I mean? Because everybody's looking for a quality product. That's the secret. If you put the love and the work and the heart and the soul and the time into it, everybody wants it.
That's right. And what you do right here with connecting people and creating space for us to just show up authentically and enjoy ourselves, this is the heart. This is where it is. And you're right, when it comes to the reality for how we can find success or popularity, because we know those are totally different. But finding what it is that serves you, you can do that literally from the comfort of your own couch. And it's a beautiful world that allows us to really enjoy all of our passions.
Absolutely. My man Gabe, very successful. You know what I mean? Started from the bottom, now we here. He's definitely one of those rags to riches stories. You know what I mean? And the coolest. But passion and dedication is everything. I was listening to somebody a thought leader I really respect, and he was talking about being a CEO, right? And I'm actually on his team. I'm a producer on his team. And he was just kind of sharing with me, that it's not about return in money initially. It's about return in passion, energy, and effort. Because me as the CEO, I'll figure out a way to make money with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what my job is really, is to make sure this product is marketable and getting out there, to the people, or making sure I have the right marketing team even, and holding them accountable in the right way, right? To make sure that they're doing their job, right? So that's what a CEO does. And he's like, but when it comes to my producers and my creative team, I need you to market, sure. But what I need from you is that passion and that dedication, bringing it back up again. Racing Realtor, get it's that passion and that dedication, that desire. That if you have the desire to make it work, it will. And man, that's the one thing I'm learning. Being able, blessed enough to work nationally now, is that the secret is people don't work. They don't put in the work. That's why people don't play guitar anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't make the movies because they can make an Instagram short. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They can this guitar track and that guitar track together and have a great guitar track. But to create, to truly create, like your heart is the heart of a creator. That's why I'm excited to have you here and to work on that stuff. Now, we're coming up on the 45 mark, so I want to leave the last 5 minutes to you. I'd love you to talk a little bit about, of course, we talked a lot about Friday, but maybe one little cap on that. And then what you have coming up in February, because I'm really, really interested in a little bit more maybe about that and how we can be involved in that. And, and anything else you want to hit, and make sure you let us know your Instagrams, your Twitters, your Facebook, so we can follow you and come to the movie and have a great time and follow Damon in your journey.
Awesome. But I'll leave with where they can find me because I'll forget. But you can find me on Instagram at Damon Anthony _ does it all, because I'm just agreeing to do it all now. You can find me on Facebook. You can look up Damon Anthony William, and that's no S on the end. But my website, where you can find a lot of where I just kind of put all of my passion in my work with my firm, Willpower Wellness, is wpw2020.com. And so you can find my music page there. There's everything that I do corporate wise, that I do clinically, that I do when it comes to community health and consulting is all there. And that really has been the springboard for me. When I realized that I needed to marry my passion and my pocketbook, what did that look like? Figuring out my own mindset, motives, and means to make that happen so that I could share in all of my gifts. That meant finding spaces where I could show up as my best self. And that's what I'm seeing happen when it comes to what we're creating with things like the Modern Manhood Foundation and our live masterclass experience. So that's happening in February. It's on the 17th. Guys who are ages 17 to 77, come and hang out with us. You can register on our website there. It's a phenomenal experience. And all we've heard from showing up with us is that men walk away knowing themselves, knowing that they're not alone, knowing that there is a real vision that they have for what life should look like for them and their families and their communities. And all we're going to do is we're going to put a step ladder out to that so we can all grow into that and walk up there together. So this live masterclass is going to be a dope experience. We've done them all over the state. We've done them with Rose State College. We've done them with Langston University. It's a phenomenal experience. So I'm welcoming any guys to go and register. It's free. We try to do 2 free ones a year. So this is our first one. Of course, for the year, we want to kick it off in just fashion. So come and hang out with us at the masterclass. There are 2 sessions. You can come from the 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock session or the 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock session. So yeah, we're going to have a great time.
And it's free. Oh my gosh. See, I know what that means, right? That means that you are coming out of pocket to help people. Not only your time, which is very valuable, but you are. It costs money to put any event on ever. Always, it never won't, right? So, wow, man, that is definitely you're legit giving back to your community. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We're worth it. No, that's all.
Absolutely,
we're worth it. You're worth it.
Hit me with your website one more time, by the way, so we can show people.
Manhoodmasterclass.com.
No, your personal one.
Oh, wpw2020.com.
And then we will do Manhood Masterclass as well. But I just want to, put these in the chat here. See, that's the thing, man. You are a man of so many skills. You know what I mean? You got websites, movies, music. Awesome, dude. A ladder. That's a beautiful metaphor. Amen. Yes. 100.
But man, I feel like, God gives us talents and skills to serve others and to make our communities better. Absolutely. So if he gave me this one and that one, then I need to figure out how to make this one and that one work.
That's fair, and that's a blessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is the website, y'all, right here. Wellness Power, Wellness and Consulting. It's amazing. I gotta there we go. It should be coming into the chat right now. This is an amazing website. I got to check out now. I love when a guest comes on and you change lives, brother. You change lives, man. It's powerful. That's powerful.
I'm
and that's
excited.
Dr.
This is
Damon.
gonna be a beautiful time.
It is, man. I'm so excited about the movie. I'm so excited to do more with you. Let's book you. I'm backed up tonight, but let's book you. Well, gosh, Friday will be the thing. We'll talk offline, but I would love to do a recap. Let's do a Friday night recap next week if you're down. You know what I mean? If you're available. I know you got your stuff, but let's try to do a Friday night recap. Yeah, let everybody know how it went and that kind of stuff. And I know you'll have some nice Instagram shorts and stuff that we can blow up. So yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea because there'll be a lot to talk about, man. I'm so serious. You're gonna want to see this movie before you hear about it from somebody else. That's for sure.
Absolutely. And not only the movie, you, my man, like I'm gonna have to book like 2 hours at least with you sometime. I know it's tedious where you're at. We'll get you a nice little setup where you can like put your phone stand down, have you a drink of water, whatever you like. But we have to. I need more time with you, man. We got to dig in. I mean, just the Willpower Wellness and Consulting website alone is an hour conversation, right? Music and all of that, because you're a blessing, bro. And thank you for coming on the show. You definitely classed this joint up. You know what I mean?
Listen, man. Listen, you're on a mission, and this is beautiful. The energy and the vibe is true. It's authentic. It's real, and I'm proud of you, man. I am proud of you, and I'm proud to be here. So thank you.
No, thank you, man. We just, you realize what your goal is, right? Or what I believe God has put on you to your path in life. And I'm a spotlight. No matter how big the star, if there's no light, nobody sees them. And I am blessed to be a spotlight. And that's why I'm so happy, because I found it. You know what I mean? I'm a spotlight. And that's a great gig for me. It's what I want to be. Because the spotlight gets to shine on people like you, man. And what a great gig. What a great gig. So thank you, God. Thank you, Anthony. I want to thank all my listeners. We got to shout out to Jason. We got to shout out to Gabe. We got to shout out to Amy. We got to shout out to the man with the plan, my partner on the Rumble on Rumble Sunday Night Podcast, Pro 2 Call. Pew, 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 pew. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
That's what we do. And, brother, we will talk. I will talk to you tomorrow about next week. And I don't know about Friday. I might be out of town, but if not, I'll be there. 100. So,
listen,
yes,
we're
sir.
here. We're going to make it happen. We'll catch up for sure.
And we're going to scream it 100 times, too. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Every Tuesday night, PTPod, we shine a light. And we like to, feature local superstars. And I don't know of a starrier, more awesome dude to feature than Damon Anthony. I'm getting you back on soon. Thank you again. If you need anything, we're here. We love you. Good night, y'all. Good night.
Love. Good night. Good night.